Good morning. Oh, I'm all back to front. Good morning. Oh, that's all right. I'm back. So they've changed all the YouTube settings, and on the YouTube that I'm seeing, this live stream, I'm back to front, and it's really confusing me. But it's not when I'm looking at it on my iPad. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Fran. Morning, Melanie. Morning, Stephen. Hello. Right, I'm going to try not to squeak my chair too much because I know the microphone I've got, listen, set up picks up every little bit of noise. I'm going to have to try and muffle it a bit so it doesn't pick up everything. And I'm sorry for the shadow, but I think it's going to be all right. It's better without such. If I turn I've got a big studio light on, and it's without it, it's really dark. Morning, Patricia. I've just got to change my glasses. I just realised I've got the wrong ones on. Right, I'm carrying on the Helleborus, whatever you like to call them. I started yesterday before it rudely went blank, and I'm back on my computer with my webcam, so it's all set up now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not going to go blank. So yeah. I don't know why I've got the loggy logo in the middle. That's another thing I need to sort out. It's really annoying when your computer has to be all redone, and then you have to set up everything again. So anyway, let's start. This is what I did yesterday. Let me just, as I know, I always get asked. So we're going to do it. This is the paper I'm using. It is watercolor paper from Sea Whites of Brighton. You can see the website down there, and it's 350 gram, which is quite thick. So I don't like stretching my paper, and this is like really thick and nice, and it's cold press. So it's got a slight texture to it, and this is my watercolor palette, which everyone is like, but I like to use this. I know where all the colours are. I know what's what, and I like the colours that get mixed up accidentally, which you'd never create. So yeah, that's why I like that. It's got all my favourite colours. They're mostly Winsor and Newton, Daniel Smith, some Mission Gold, and some Van Gogh. So sorry, I've got a sniffy nose again. Let's start this. I've got a sniffy nose now. I can't find my brush areas. Anyway, when I was trying to correct the screen yesterday, and I went off, can you see? I smudged it. Smudged. So I'm going to try and correct that, and then maybe you can see here this bit and this bit. I've just put a bit of masking fluid to create the centres of the Helleborus, which I'll show you. Here we go. They're from my garden. This is what I'm painting. So I wanted to sort of try that. So yeah, I've got my daffodils as well. There's some pretty daffodils in a deer vase. So yeah, so I'm just gonna try and correct this up the top here because it's bugging me. So I've got some really nice, I never know how to say it, Bellaggio liquid watercolor. I've got quite a few of them. I've got this really dark slate colour, so I thought if I painted, hold my breath. I'm going to go around this petal so you can't see the smudge. It's probably really dark, but it's okay. And then I'm just going to smush it out, and I'll probably carry it on around the whole painting, because this will be a masterpiece when I'm done, of course. Let's stick a bit of this is bleach in here. I always get asked It's just normal household bleach, watered down about a third. Just gives you nice textures and things happening. Let's go around this one a bit. I'm going to get carried away doing the background now. I'm going to drop some purple in the background as well. So that would be what my background's going to look like. And I've got rid of this smudgy bit that I didn't like. Which looks good. And let's put some really bright yellow in there as well. Let's see. So, might make it like a green colour. So it looks like there's still flowers behind them, in a way. That wasn't just a happy one. Smushy, smushy. Happy accidents. What was it? I said, don't make an accident and turn it into a tree. What was his name? I've forgotten his name. Yeah, so that's that. I'm going to stick a bit of salt on. That's not salt, that's masking fluid. I got some normal salt, so I'm just going to stick that on the back. That will add a nice little texture. I'm just going to have a bit of my coffee, because I've got a massive cup of coffee here. I hope you've all got a coffee or something whilst you're watching me. It just spills it all down the front. Nice. Right, I got rid of the smudge. I feel happy now. Yeah, Bob Ross, that's it, Sarah. Right, let's paint another front-facing one. I'm going to do this one a bit bigger. Oh gosh, I can't hold them properly. I hope the shadow's not too bad. I've waited for that. Oh, it's not quite dry. I don't want to get that masking fluid on my brush because it messes them up big time. I just applied the masking fluid with one of these, like a bamboo skewer thing. I wasn't thinking about that. This, I don't want a hard edge there, so I'm just going to soften that down. I did have some blotting paper, but it's over the other side. I'm just going to. Yeah, the clocks have changed, so it might be easier for some people now. So I'm hoping to do this again every weekday morning because I miss doing it, and I'm sort of, now the clocks have changed, it's easier to get up again. Stubbing that in there. It's got like green bits. You love my language. So I've still got a croaky throat. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who cares? I have to blend that one in to make one petal there. It's a big one. I try and keep the number of petals right. It doesn't really matter. There's that pink I was using. I'm going to use to make these flicky bits. I'm going to do this. It won't be watercolor every day either. I might like spend a week doing watercolor and then a week doing like other painting. So just on paper. Oh, thank you, Patricia. I'm just going to like draw in. Is sort of catching the paint and the colour of the pencil, and also the pink that I've like shaved onto there. I'm just sort of trying to draw the centre of this, because this flower hasn't got a centre. I was going to get my Posca pen out, but I'm not sure where it is. I've moved my studio around. Go and see my vlog, and you'll see. I've got my vlog up. I do a vlog every, for those of you who don't know, I try and put a vlog up every Friday about what's gone on in the studio. Also, I'm starting to do Instagram and Facebook stories like every day, so you can see what's going on. So it's about time I sorted my life out. Get back into a routine. It's quite nice. And this looks lovely, doesn't it? The top bit. It's gone all like someone's gone. I hope it doesn't take away from the delicateness of the flowers. I don't think it's going to. Sorry if I keep sniffing. It's terrible. And it shouldn't. Terrible. Oh, real, you are terrible. I love that film. This is another flower here. I was looking back like on my live streams, and I was like seeing when I first started painting live, sort of regularly, was just before lockdown happened, and then lockdown happened, and then oh look, I've made my, you can't see. Let me just put my camera over. And I was talking about having a sorry, it's going to go wiggly wobbly for a while. Having a double decker. You see that? Having a double decker. What's it called? Palette. There we go. I've made one. It's ingenious, but then I still have to move it. Now it's all back in the wrong place. Don't move things around. There we go. And it's nice to have everybody back. I know it would take a while to like get back into the swing of things, and for people to know that I'm back doing this. But I'm sure it'll catch on. Oh yeah, moving house messes everything up. Where have you moved to, Sarah? You're still in Ferring way. So, was it Ferring? Yeah. It's good to have a sort out though. I've got that pink that I was using. Sorry about the noise. Maybe you guys could give me feedback on the sound. Yesterday I had sound coming from a different microphone because I was on a button. Now I'm on my, it's called a snowball microphone, and it sits on my desk, and it's supposed to pick up sound, but it tends to pick up all the background sounds as well. And I don't know whether that was too much or whether I'm best off with a microphone stuck on me, if you know what I mean. And hopefully I'll sort these shadows out as well. But I've got another, I'm just going to do this bit of background. Just going to start making it a bit lighter. Downsize to a masonette. Oh, that's nice. I was thinking about downsizing. Now with the cost of gas bills, it costs a lot to heat my house. As lovely as it is. It's just too much. Put that yellow in. Oh, yeah, use that one. The background noise makes it more real. Yeah. I know what you mean, but sometimes it can be a bit distracting. Especially like the squeaky chair and things. I know it's nice hearing like this. I don't know. It picks up. I could do that. Was it ASMR? We've been watching Zen Motorists. He's all into that. And the sounds that everything makes, maybe it's a good thing. Not sure if this is going to be dry enough in time for me to peel off because it has to be really dry before you peel off the masking fluid. And this has turned into a bigger painting than I was expecting it to do. Trying to do some background. This is going to have a leaf here. The Helleborus have, as I found out yesterday, they have one long leaf and then two little leaves like that to make their leaf up. And then that one's another one, but that's going on there. So like that, like three. And then they have a little thing. Didn't notice that yesterday. It's really good to look, see what's happening. So I'm only going to be staying croaky half an hour on these lives. I'm not going to spend forever in a day. Just to set me up for the morning and stuff, which I think is plenty of time. But you might not get to see me finish painting all the time. Let's use this bit of masking fluid. I'm trying to keep it light and free sort of thing and loose at the same time. So this is another face on one. I'm going to try and do each flower slightly different intensity. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it gives a bit of interest. So whenever you're doing a flower painting, try not to make them the same for everything. Try not to make them all the same like colour. Just vary it a bit, and it adds more interest. Then get the light. It's falling off my balancing palettes. Maybe it wasn't a good idea. Yay, that's good. Stick a bit of bleach on that, see what it does. Oh, it's got pencil on it. I don't know why I'm so croaky. We've all had a cold, but I thought I was recovered from it. Righty ho, let's put the bud up now. I think it needs a bud. A blotter. Add a bit of green. Flop down the bud's opened up since yesterday. That was a bud. Or have I got a different one? Actually, here we go. Let's swap them over. And go back and drink. Yeah, the buds sort of hang really nicely like that. So hopefully I'm just going to get that. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't COVID, but we kept testing my son, and then he had a really bad sore throat. Oh, that didn't go very well, did it? That was supposed to be a nice thin stem. It didn't turn out quite. I just gonna paint the background over it. It's fine. Just another side on one here. This wasn't going to be like one big painting, even though it's sort of progressed onto one. Let's stick that pink in with the green, just to knock it back a bit. A bit green in the middle of that one. Oops, not a blob. Where did that come from? Nice. Bamboo stick. He's tooting. It's the school bus. Do you mind? We'd like video. It's a big yellow school bus. Right, we'll still do the background a bit more, and then I think that might be it. Everyone in Sussex that I know has started to get COVID, and they haven't had it for the 2 years. Now they've like got it. My granddaughter had it. Poor baby. Which meant mum got it, and my dad, and then my niece got it, and then my stepdad got it, and he's been like saying he wasn't ever going to get it. It seems to be doing the rounds down in Sussex. Yeah, I seem to miss the down southwards for a while. And it sort of appeared. Let's try and keep this swirliness going. I'm just going to put a bit of, ooh, that's not much, but so add in some more of that yellow. Quite bright, that yellow. Maybe that can pretend to be some. Yes, I'm just going to dab it in other places. It's another thing. If you're doing a painting and you have a colour just in one place, try and put it in other places. One of my tips is put it diagonally, the colour. You can see I've put this yellow colour, it's mainly, and it leads your eye across the painting. It sort of helps the composition. I might get this done. Still got 7 minutes to go. I did start it yesterday on my failed attempt at going live. It's a bit wishy-washy. When when it's a bit drier, I will intensify some areas and put some shadows in and do the centres of these flowers a bit more. And then I've got to take the masking fluid off, but it's not going to be dry for you to see it today, so I'll finish it later, and then tomorrow morning, before I start another painting, I will show you the result. I'm not sure what colour to do yet. Should I merge it into a colour or keep it grey? Sure. Decisions. Oh, look. What is that? It's what comes from living in a dusty old house. Things get onto your palettes and they're just sat around. I haven't painted watercolour for a while. See, that fat stem doesn't really matter now because it's sort of blurred into the background a bit, which is fine. I'll match this over here. A bit pinky and a bit yellowy. I'm not going to put too much yellow in because I'm going to keep it a little speck just to. Oh, thank you, Melanie. It's nice to be back. I'm not sure why I stopped really. I think everything just gets a bit much sometimes, and you have to let one part of your life change to concentrate on other things. So I think that's what I've been doing. It was a good distraction as well, wasn't it, doing my live at that time when everything went, to use the expression, tits up. So you got my dreadlock in there. It's a bit dark. I'm trying to paint round everything. Just to get the first sort of background bit. Yeah, my computer started playing up. Quite right, Stephen. And now, fingers crossed, everything's back to normal. All this technical stuff you need. And it's not the same when I just record it on my phone going live because I don't get and it does those weird things like it did yesterday because I was just using my phone yesterday. I wasn't using my webcam, but except I set it all up yesterday. I thought, oh, it's no good. I'm just like smudging in leaves and things in the background. Does that work? Yes, it does. You can't really see the flowers at the minute because they're not that defined, but they will be tomorrow when you see the finished result. I'm just trying to get the background in it a bit so it's a bit dry so I can concentrate on the details. Just make this like a pinky green down here. Morning, Joe. There's still a bit of salt sprinkling because not always looks nice in the background. Can you hear my chair? Got them some blotting paper. Well used blotting paper. Which will I managed to bag myself some more blotting paper. I should find it. Actually, I forgot where I put it. I got it from the charity shop when I was in Sussex. And I've forgotten where it's gone now. But it's like original blotting paper from the 50s. So it should blot up better. I always get asked what is blotting paper. It's just a really porous paper that, you know, when you used to write with ink pens, dippy ink pens, and then you usually have this paper would usually go fix onto a leather bound thing, and you'd blot the ink so it didn't go everywhere, so it dried quicker. So that is what this is, and it's really like Yeah, it's weird stuff. But you can still buy it. And it's still available in most places. It's like calligraphy shops. Right, so I need to let this all dry so I can take off the masking fluid that's in the middle and then add shadows and things that make the flowers pop. And I might do the background darker in places just to give them a bit of oomph, if you know what I mean. So I'll show you that tomorrow when I'm back on, and hopefully I might have sorted out the. I need to find. I've got one light coming from this side. I need a light coming from that side so it cancels out the shadows, which should work. I have got another light somewhere. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow, and I'll show you this finished before we start another one. So have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. It's really easy to end the stream now. Remember when I used to go, how to stop this, how to stop it? I just go end, and it's so much simpler. Anyway, bye. Thank you. Bye.